Hi, Mystery Angels. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing good. Did you like the last videos? I'm working on the one with Mr. and Mrs. What are the names again? Shea. Yeah, right. It's a good one. It's so funny. Right. So anyway, you know how Don keeps going on and Mr. and Mrs. Shea keeps going on, that everyone keeps twisting Don's words and Don's innocent and all this. So I'm going to show you in Don's words, exactly in his voice, his words, that he says that a 5-year-old initiated all that relationship, that so-called relationship with him at 12. You still think he's innocent, yeah? Watch this. Let's make it nice and loud and clear for those at the back. Ready? That was Candice. Yes, she did.
Your stepsister. I guess my niece, or whatever she's supposed to be to me, the one that says I raped her, which is 100% lies. Trish never said you raped her. What it says on her video. Well, that's her video. That's not mine. Yeah. So what does Trish's statement have to do with me? You put her statement on your show. But on your podcast. Because I watched her statement, and I wanted people just like you to know the truth. But she's lying.
That was Candice cackling. What's so funny, Candice? Your daughter's missing. Your sons have been taken away. People are telling you how bad a parent you are. On top of that, you could be pregnant and you're cackling. Is that because you're drunk? And if that's true, why aren't you doing everything you can while you've got the time to get the boys back? Why aren't you fixing up the house? Don's a drywaller. I'm sure he can get a few of his neighbours and a few of his friends to come up and build that house up and make a good bedroom for Summer for when she comes back and the boys. Why are you spending all your money on alcohol? I don't understand what's funny.
Statement you gave me about, is it your stepsister? Yeah, my stepsister.
Right, here is the admission. Now, this specially goes out to Mr. and Mrs. Shea. This is why people are angry at you. You keep asking, well, why is YouTube letting it happen? Why is everyone angry at us? This is why you're supporting someone who believes a 5-year-old initiates a relationship with a 12-year-old. Oh, he was a kid. So was the Bolger killers. They were both 10 years old. Did you say that they shouldn't have been put in prison for what they did? Are you going to tell Jamie Bolger's mum and dad that the people who killed Jamie Bolger, the 10-year-old lad, should have been forgiven because they were only 10? Really?
And you were young. How old were you? How old were you? You know, she initiated all this stuff. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Did you hear that? She initiated it. So go on, Don. Say how old you was and how old your little sister was.
She initiated it, yes. Okay. And then you just went along with it? Well, I was a kid, brother.
You were a kid. She was a baby. Listen to the difference. You were a pubescent kid. she was a baby. If you don't realise that a baby cannot consent to you doing stuff to her poor little body, then that means there's a high chance and a high risk that you would assume that your daughter was exactly the same. She's a 5-year-old. This is why people know that Don's done more, because he's admitted it, that a 5-year-old instigates the relationship, that a 5-year-old can say whether they're consensual or not. Didn't he not say that Summer, he couldn't say no to her when she cried? His heart melted and he couldn't say no, right? Was that his next excuse? Was Summer his next target? No one will know. But we know this. Don believes 5-year-olds can admit a relationship. Don thinks in his mind that a 5-year-old can consent. What's stopping him with Summer, who's 5? Answer me that question.
And how old? I was a kid. I didn't know no better. How old were you? I was still a kid. I might have been some.
So are you telling me every 12-year-old boy shouldn't be near any children because they don't know no better, right from wrong? That's funny, that, because I was brought up with 20 brothers and not one of them had inappropriate thoughts of a baby or a child. Just saying.
How much? I can't remember. I was a kid. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it convenient? Again, Don can't remember. But yet he can remember what he had for breakfast. He can't remember what Summer was wearing that morning in bed. But he can remember exactly where he drove home once he got the call from Candace. He remembers how he got the tools into the car. He remembers driving and what speed he was driving home at. But yet he can't remember how old he was. And it'd been going on for years, this relationship, apparently, according to Don.
How many years difference? Do you remember? There's a little bit of difference there, you know. How many? But she still initiated it and stabbed me in my...
She initiated it, then stabbed him in the back. I'm going to put a trigger warning on this at the beginning for all those who are survivors. But this is typical of a predator. It's a class A predator. Blame the victim. It's the way she smiled at me. It's the way she looked. It's the way she scratched her head. It's the way she wore the clothes. It's the way she spoke. It was her accent. It was her glasses. It was the way she zipped her bag up. It was the way she picked her nose. It was the way she farted.
How many years different? Man, there ain't no talking to you. I can see that. You're going to twist everything I said.
Oh my God, aren't they the exact words that Mrs. Shear says? Ain't that the exact words? Exact words, word for word. What is it they say? Birds of a feather flock together. That's why my, birds of a feather flock together. So that's why our YouTube channel is kind and caring and help each other and talk to each other and able to speak to each other. And your YouTube channel is gaining money from a child who's not been hurt, but a child is also missing still. And by a father who's admitted that he touches up children. Amazing. Yes, I am proud to your answer. I am proud of this channel. I am proud of my subscribers and the subscribers to come. I am proud. I'd stand next to each and every one of these subscribers. I would stand right beside them and be proud to be part of this group. So there's your answer, Cher. Mrs. Cher. I have no guilt in my life at all. No skeletons in no closet. No criminal records whatsoever. I'm not afraid to walk up to God and look him straight in the eyes and say, no matter what you threw at me, no matter whether I believed you were a male, female, a light or whatever, I did it because I cared. I did it because my soul was pure. Not to get me into heaven, not to use it as an excuse to hurt people or animals or anything. I did it because I care.
I'm asking you how many years different. That's it. I don't know. But you're just gonna twist it. You're just gonna make me look. This happened like 40 years, over 40 years ago.
Oh, so that's okay. That's okay, guys. If you do a crime over 40 years ago, remember you can do it because it's fine. So Jamie Bolger's mum and dad and brothers and sisters, those two 10-year-old boys that took that baby's life, took the mum's life, the dad's life, the brothers and sisters' life, took all their lives, broke up their marriage, their love for each other. The dad can't function. He misses him terribly. The mum is broken to bits. Are you going to stand there, Don, and tell them, well, it happened years ago, move on? Consequences live on forever.
And she wants to bring it all up now. All the time I was in prison, she could have called the cops on me and had me charged.
And then what? Be kicked out? As a little girl, be kicked out of a home? Her mum supported your dad to protect you. And that poor little girl, her biological mum, the one that was supposed to protect and look after her, didn't. Didn't. She couldn't say anything. She can now, though.
For rape, if it actually happened. So you know it's gotta be lies right there. You make me look like a freaking criminal, dude. I'm trying to change your life. We all make mistakes. You act like you're Mr. Perfect, like you ain't done a fucking thing wrong in your life, and that's
Where do you see religion? Nowhere. He has a filthy mouth. He's swearing because he can't get his point across. He's calling victims liars, although he admits it in one breath and then calls the victim a liar. You know she's lying because it happened 40 years ago and she didn't do anything. It happened 40 years ago, but he didn't do nothing. Mr. and Mrs. Cher, this is the people who you're supporting. This is why people are angry at you. This is why people, you say you've never been attacked like this before. It's because you're supporting someone like Don. Support Candace, by all means, being a mother that's lost her children and her child and that, who gets beaten up by her husband, yeah, by all means. That's not so bad. But this guy is admitted over and over and over again. And you've got children, you've got animals. And you're worried about what someone says about your criminal record. And yet you've got someone that's horrific on your channel every night, speaking his words. Not once does he beg and plead. And when you said to him, Don, what would you say if the person that took someone who's watching now, he couldn't even do it, could he? What are you going to say? He misunderstood. He misunderstood. You twisted his words. You twisted his words. Birds of a feather flock together. See you later, alligator.